Kansas City. The following match is scheduled for one fall.
Here we go, Christopher. It is our main event for the evening. Jack Foster, the Recluse, is going to go one-on-one in a rematch from last time we were here in the Scottish Rite Temple against the Monarch, Jeremy Wyatt.
I'm so intrigued by this particular matchup to see these two guys, two of the best in the world, going at it right here.
Oh,
wow! There's
Foster
Wyatt right there.
The last matchup, this matchup is underway, and Jeremy Wyatt raining down
for something.
Oh, here comes the rest of the foundation.
Wow, it's Michael Strider and Scott Slade. All three of them out there beating up on Jack Foster. This match hasn't even officially started yet, has it?
The match has not started yet. Oh, come on. Jeremy Wyatt and the foundation putting a beat down on the monster. I bet they thought this is the only way that Jeremy Wyatt could win this match.
Well, there you go. Nick Chin sending Strider and Slade back to the locker room. He's asking if he wants to. They could throw this match out right now.
But the damage has been done, and there's that damaged right hand of Jack Foster going across the jaw of Jeremy Wyatt. If you remember correctly, Christopher, last time we were here, I thought he broke every bone in his hand, collapsing Jack Foster's right hand in that steel chair, and then stomping on it, clothesline over the top rope. And we're off to a bang here, and Tope Suicida almost takes Jack Foster out. What an incredible dive by the Monarch.
Well, perhaps he did a lot more damage to that hand than we first thought. Normally you see Jack Foster hit that big right hand and knocks guys out. Jeremy Wyatt took some damage with that shot, but he's up and he's moving. That hand is hurt. Count on that. Count on that.
I've never seen the Monarch come out with such vengeance before. He has a game plan. Jeremy Wyatt's one of those guys that always has a game plan going into each and every professional wrestling match that he has. And I'm sure the game plan is this: get on Foster, don't let him get offensive maneuvers, and pick up a 1-2-3 and get the heck out of Dodge.
That's what makes Jeremy Wyatt the consummate professional. Look, he's not the biggest, he's not the strongest. Maybe not even the fastest, although he's very, very quick. This guy pays attention to every bit of his opponent's games, and that's what makes him so dangerous. This guy knows your weaknesses better than you do.
I hope he doesn't know my weaknesses. I want nothing to do with the Monarch.
I know your weaknesses too, donuts and casino gambling. Am I right about that? I'm pretty close.
And fine cigars. Don't forget about that. It's another weakness.
Jack Foster is just so unorthodox. He's such a big, strong, tough guy.
Oh, palm strikes. Look at that, the quickness. Like you were saying earlier, the quick, whoop, that crushing headbutt. Just a double head collide. Can you imagine the size of Jack Foster's head coming at you with that velocity? I mean, unbelievable impact on that head. Oh, he's right in the face.
Jeremy Wyatt is in the best shape that I have ever seen him in. This guy's always been in great shape, but he has, ever since he's been here in the NWL, he has been one of the guys that has really stepped up his game. He knows, yes, like I said before, he's not the biggest, he's not the strongest. This guy is in shape. He can go for 20, 30, even 60 minutes and still be at the top of his game by the end of that match. Not a lot of guys out there that can do that, but he's in there with a guy, geez, I don't know too many people that have lasted more than 15 minutes with a big guy like Jack Foster.
Hard forearm strikes, and his forearm strikes like those, no matter how big you are going to rattle your cage. And Jeremy Wyatt, if you look at the win-loss records that we compile on NWL, NWL KC or Fight KC rather, whatever our website is, when you look at the statistics, Jeremy Wyatt has one of the best win-loss records out of anybody here in the NWL. The guy is constantly looking for those wins.
One of the things I think that has really provided him with some extra motivation, we always say this, for months we didn't see Jack Foster. We started seeing the big video screen that this is not pro wrestling. And you do the interviews where he says that he is pro wrestling. Well, a guy like Jeremy Wyatt, a guy like Scott Slade, and a guy like Michael Strider, well, they think that they are pro wrestling, and I think that they are right. This guy, Jeremy Wyatt, has been running strong for decades now. And, of course, he's going to take umbrage to somebody like that saying that they are pro wrestling. I think that's provided. There's some proving here right now that's going on between these two guys.
Notice how Foster is peppering Jeremy Wyatt with those left forearms. He's a right-handed man. He can throw from any side, but he's making sure he's not utilizing that right hand as much as he usually would. And I think that speaks to your point earlier, Christopher, that right hand is still being affected from the attack by Jeremy Wyatt just a few short weeks ago.
Well, you know, one of the things that the foundation has always said, Michael Strider and Jeremy Wyatt say that they play chess, they don't play checkers. They're in this for the long haul. They're systematically taking apart this monster. Not too many people can go toe-to-toe with Jack Foster, and they're not trying to do that. They're trying to take apart piece by piece. So far, wow, it's been working well. Maybe I spoke too soon. Unbelievable.
Drove him into the mat with authority, does Jack Foster. Now Jeremy Wyatt, I'm sure that knocked all the wind out of Jeremy Wyatt, but Jack Foster unable to make a cover right now. That hand is really bothering the big monster. Well, look at him. For sure, though, Jeremy Wyatt may want to try to take out exactly that big boot. I was just about to say, if he gets hit with that big boot, it's lights out for Jeremy Wyatt or anybody in the NWL. And ramming that shoulder into the top turnbuckle is Jeremy Wyatt.
Jack Foster, so unorthodox, has so many different, very, very powerful weapons that it's hard to stay out of the way of all of them. He's got that right hand. He's got the choke slam. He's got those giant boots. This guy really is a weapon. Look, and he has been, Jeremy Wyatt has been all over Jack Foster. If this was anybody else, this match would have long been over by now.
Absolutely, especially if the damage to the right hand is as severe as I think it probably is. See, even that chop hurts Jack Foster. You can see him favoring every time, but he wants to inflict that damage on Jeremy Wyatt so badly, he doesn't care what price that comes for his right hand. Beautiful swinging neck breaker. Jeremy Wyatt loves to use the swinging neck breaker in any move to soften up that neck, possibly for the coronation pile driver.
Absolutely. Well, it doesn't matter who you are, if you're 7 feet tall or not. If you get dropped on your head with expert precision, you're going to be out, and that's exactly what he's setting him up for. But look, everything that he does to Jack Foster, sure, he's firmly in control, but you can't keep the big man down. He's far away, a long way from getting a pinfall on Jack Foster. This is a guy that you just have to stay on. It may take him 60 minutes to beat this guy down somewhere.
Oh, knife edge chop. Last time, if you remember correctly, fans, this match ended in a double countout. So there was no decisive winner in the last time these two stepped in the ring, and I'm sure the Monarch and Jack Foster are looking to change that and pick up a big win, because that looks good for both of their records here in the NWL.
Absolutely. A victory over either one of these men could definitely put you in the title hunt for sure. Certainly put you on a lot of billboards, put you on the posters that we do here for the NWL. He's taking all the dressing off of that hand.
Oh, now there's the game plan of the Monarch coming into play as he drops that hand over the side of the ring right there. You can see the cameraman shot it really quick, that exposed wood side of the ring, and that's exactly what Jeremy Wyatt just drove Jack Foster's hand into. He's trying to injure this man.
We've talked a couple of times on this program about smart professional wrestlers knowing their ring positioning, and that's exactly what Jeremy Wyatt is doing. He knows right exactly where he is. He knows where that exposed corner is, and he's really taking it to Jack Foster. I don't think I've ever seen anybody handle Jack Foster in this way.
And the last time that they met here in the Scottish Rite Temple, it was the same thing. I have never seen someone take such an offensive against the monster Jack Foster. If I know Jeremy Wyatt the way I think I do, and the foundation, this man has studied tape after tape after tape. Every movement Jack Foster makes, Jeremy Wyatt has studied and has come prepared in both of these encounters. Again, another swinging neck breaker by Jeremy Wyatt. Going for a cover.
Every chance he gets a shot into that neck, into that head. If he sees an opening, he takes it, and it eventually just wearing down so that when he does get a chance to hit him with that coronation pile driver, it will be over.
Can you imagine if Jeremy Wyatt is able to score that coronation pile driver on somebody like Jack Foster? That's going to
oh my goodness.
Gracious. He just kicked Jeremy Wyatt right off that top rope, and Jeremy Wyatt goes spilling to the floor below.
That's why you don't give a guy like Jack Foster even a couple of seconds to recover, because it takes him just that long. This guy is always ready for a fight. If you look at the look on his face right now, look at the look in the eyes of Jack Foster. He is stalking Jeremy Wyatt.
Jeremy Wyatt may be on Dream Street here. Wait for that spear, and he just drove his head right into that security railing, and Jack Foster could be out.
They hit one of our security guards on the outside of that ring. I think they might have knocked him out. Somebody might have to check him as well. Just see the impact of that. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable impact. We've seen Jack Foster land that spear before, and he's turned many opponent inside out, and just now I think he bit the security railing on the outside, and he may be out. Referee Nick Chin putting the 10 count on him right now.
He very well could be counted out here. This might have been his strategy all along. Look, it's really hard to hold this guy's shoulders down, but if you can beat on him long enough, you might be able to catch a count-out victory, and it still counts as a victory, Miller.
Absolutely, a victory is a victory. The Monarch and Jack Foster barely makes it back before that 10 count, and now Jeremy Wyatt wisely rolling him into almost the center of the ring and almost gets a 2 count. Foster given enough time to recover with those 9 seconds he spent on the outside of that ring.
Absolutely, starting to see a little frustration in the eyes and in the actions of Jeremy Wyatt. Like I said earlier, any normal man, this match would have been over a long time ago. Not with Jack Foster. You're not in there with a normal man. You're in there with Jack Foster right now.
Look at Jeremy Wyatt. Now what is he? He's starting to stomp on the left leg of Jack Foster, really putting the boots to that big wheel, that big left leg of Jack Foster.
Jack Foster is a great big man. He's in shape, but he still has a lot of weight to carry. If you can put a little damage on that knee, it's certainly going to make him move just a little bit slower. Smart move by Jeremy Wyatt.
Tall as Jack Foster.
He's got to be very, very close to 7 foot if he's not there. I'd say he's very close to it.
Very, very close to that. What a giant this man is. And the thing about Jeremy Wyatt that, dare I say, is almost admirable, even though he has to have the foundation jumping before the match, is Wyatt is not backing down from a man of that stature. That's pretty impressive by the Monarch.
Monarch has been a guy who's been in the professional wrestling business for a long, long time. He's seen a lot of big guys, a lot of flavors of the week come and go. And this guy's still on top of his game. Beautiful DDT.
Floats over into the cover and only gets a 2 count. I thought that could have been it. Nice swinging tornado DDT by the Monarch.
How come it's not called a hurricane DDT? I mean, hurricanes are pretty devastating, right? Is it because you're spinning around and that's what tornadoes spin, right?
Hurricanes kind of spin too.
I thought they did. Thank you very much. We'll have to check that out. Hey, Rupert, if you could, I don't know if you're in the truck. Can you check that out for us as well? Man, we got this guy doing a lot of work for us this weekend.
He's working overtime here, trying to connect with the sunset flip. Jack Foster trying to put the brakes on it. He does, wrapping those big hands.
And that's where you don't want to be. You do not want to be in the hands of Jack Foster.
Absolutely not. If he hits that choke slam, it is done for you. And look at Jeremy Wyatt using that agility again and wrapping that sleeper hold. He's putting all of his weight on the back of Jack Foster, making Jack Foster carry all 200 plus pounds of Jeremy Wyatt.
You see that knee just started giving out just a little bit there on Jack Foster, all the way down to his knees. Didn't quite take him all the way down.
This is smart wrestling here by Jeremy Wyatt. One thing's for sure, Jeremy Wyatt, I'm sure he has a lot of, like I was saying earlier, about confidence against Jack Foster. Oh, Sayuno suplex just drove Jeremy Wyatt's head into the middle of that ring, and Jeremy Wyatt could be out. What a devastating suplex by Jack Foster.
In case you forgot that Jack Foster's been around the world and spent a lot of time in Japan, that right there will remind you with that beautiful Sayuno suplex. Wow, I think he could have
broke Jeremy Wyatt's neck on that suplex.
Just how dangerous is a guy like Jack Foster? All this punishment that he's been taking pretty much since the opening bell, and he still comes back and still throws moves like that, still fighting. Unbelievable.
One thing I've noticed is it takes 10 Jeremy Wyatt moves to equal the devastation of one Jack Foster. That just shows you the size and strength advantage that Jack Foster has over somebody like the Monarch. He does one suplex and it's equal to 5 suplexes from the Monarch. Just absolutely devastating offense by Jack Foster. Oh, did you hear that?
A lot of impact in those forearms right there. I'm surprised Wyatt's still on his feet.
Jeremy Wyatt showing great tenacity and toughness by staying on his feet after those rigid forearms by Jack Foster.
Well, the one thing that we have always known about Jeremy Wyatt, this guy doesn't have any quit in him. Even when maybe he should throw in the towel sometimes, he won't do it. He's a true competitor.
Look at Jack Foster how he towers over the ring. Impressive stature. Oh, he drops it. What is he doing?
He's going for that pile driver right now.
He wants to
do it on the apron.
He wants to do it on the apron and be done with this matchup. If he hits this, could be. No, Jack Foster back body drops the Monarch into the ring, using only his shoulders. And there's that big boot connected right with the chin. He didn't get much momentum on it, but a boot nonetheless. There's a left-handed lariat. Shows you that you could hear that impact of that lariat by Jack Foster.
It was Jack Foster all business. It just hit a huge move right there. Didn't play to the crowd. Didn't try to look for anybody's approval. He realizes he's in there, and he's in there with a man who wants to fight. And that's the one thing that Jack Foster wants. He likes to fight. He likes to compete. Okay, that's two things, Miller.
That is two things. Setting Jeremy Wyatt up on the top rope. What does Jack Foster have planned here? Hammering a hard forearm into the face. Jeremy Wyatt will not quit.
I can tell you one thing right now. One man that should be watching this particular match is that is our champion, Dakota Draper. I have a feeling that either one of these two men are in his future very, very soon. No matter the outcome of these next couple of matches with these guys, I believe that he'll be facing one of these guys in for a championship run for sure.
Jeremy Wyatt heading up to the top rope. This could be that top rope elbow drop.
He got
Beautiful
it.
elevation.
That's it.
Drives it right into the sternum of Jack
Foster. Not too many people
Foster.
get up from that. Not even Big Jack. That's one, two, and he's
Jack Foster gets the left shoulder up. Unbelievable. I thought that could have been it for the monster Jack Foster after the elevation on that elbow drop.
Perhaps you're starting to see a little wear and tear on both of these men. Perhaps if Wyatt had a little more oomph left in him, he could have beat him right there.
Vicious elbow strikes to the top of the head by Jeremy Wyatt. Could Wyatt be going up top? Could he be going to the well again for that elbow? Jack Foster trying to make his way back up to his feet.
This is Wyatt, watch out.
Wyatt in a precarious position here.
He's got him.
Could be dumping him off the top rope. He almost threw him across the ring. Incredible strength by Jack Foster. And there's that spear. Turned Jeremy Wyatt inside out with that spear. And now he needs to make a cover and pick up a victory over the Monarch.
Wyatt is out right there. This guy is, he's rolling around on instinct right there. Both these guys, that took a lot out of both of them. Nick Chin checking on both. He should be starting to count.
He's going to make it count. Foster. Just relax. He's going to make his count. Jack Foster putting an amazing spear on Jeremy Wyatt.
Why is he throwing the rep? Nice move there by Jeremy Wyatt.
Jeremy Wyatt ducks and Nick Chin just got kicked in the face.
Huge kick to Nick Chin. And another one there right for Jack Foster.
I think that hit Nick right in his chin.
Which one?
Yeah, okay, I can try to
Which chin? The top one or the bottom one?
Jeremy Wyatt, what is Jeremy Wyatt doing? He has a steel chair in and missed. Oh, and he just rebounded off the top rope and hit Jeremy Wyatt in his head.
He is out.
He is out. And look at Jack Foster up and down with that choke slam. This should be
He's
it.
Got the cover. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Unbelievable.
6. He's still down.
Oh, and of course, here comes the Piranhas, known as the Foundation. Michael Strider and Scott Slade are here.
In.
And Jack Foster doing his best to fight off all three members of the Foundation.
Over the top. Slade also over the top.
Slade gets pitched over the top rope like a heap of garbage. Where's the Monarch at? The Monarch laying down on the outside after. He just
threw some. Was that
powder? Was it powder in the eyes of Jack Foster?
The powder all over the ring.
Of all the low down old school. Oh, he just kicked him
that's a low
low.
blow.
He kicked him low. And now look at the Monarch Ace Crusher on that chair. Son of a gun, I can't believe that the Monarch had to stoop this low.
He's got
it. 1, 2, 3. Unbelievable. Jeremy Wyatt, after the assistance of the foundation, has picked up a victory over the monster Jack Foster.
Took quite a beating there for Jack Foster. Both members of the foundation out, powder in the eyes, the chair.
Are you going to make excuses, Chris? That was all due to the foundation. Jack Foster had this match won, and because of the foundation, Jeremy Wyatt's your winner tonight.
Listen, I'm not making any excuses for the foundation. I'm just here to say, putting everybody on notice that these guys mean business.
And now there's the attacking. Someone has got to help Jack Foster, because now the
hyenas,
break his leg. The hyenas
He's going to break his leg right here.
They're going to try to
stop. Break that ankle.
They're stomping on that chair, which is trapped in that steel chair.
Nick Chin trying to get some help out here.
Excuse me, stomp on that ankle that's trapped in that steel chair. Gosh darn it, the foundation are trying to cripple Jack Foster.
I told you, these guys play chess while others are playing checkers. They're in this for the long haul. I think they're looking to end the career of Mr. I Am Pro Wrestling and Jack Foster. These guys are pro wrestling. That's the foundation.
What a main event we've seen here tonight. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time on NWL.
What's up, guys? This is Jet Royal, one half of the Royal Blood. And if you like what you just saw, flip on over to the next page and click right here. And while you're at it, subscribe too. Click right here. Come on, click it. You can do it. Don't be lazy. Click it.